And now we take you live to French Trump's weekly press conference.
Hello, it is French President Trump, and I'm here for the weekly French President Trump press conference. I shall now take questions from the press.
Mr. President.
Yes.
There has been some speculation, sir, that your campaign knows it's losing, and because without the protection of the position of the presidency, you may be prosecuted for various financial crimes. There are concerns about your deteriorating mental health. Some say you're like a caged animal. How do you respond to that?
That is ridiculous.
Sir, are you chewing your foot?
No, asshole. I was tying my shoe with my mouth. Next question.
Mr. President.
Yes, right here. This people man. Yes, you.
Gracias, Mr. President. Antonio Montoya with Telemundo. The great Barack Obama has criticized you for not taking the presidency seriously, and it's hard not to notice that your rally campaign speeches are, at this point, you kind of whining about what you claim to be unfair treatment and making jokes. Do you think what you really want to be is a comic?
Of course not. And that is a very rude question. You are very rude. I'll tell you something about Barack Obama, sir. Barack Obama walks into a bar with a frog on his head, and the bartender says, "What's that?" And the frog says, "I don't know. It started out as a bump on my ass. Thank you. I'll be here till January 20th. But you might not be. Next question.
Mr.
Yes, you.
President.
So, the Karen Von Carlson, OAN. So, the bartender was talking to the frog, not Barack Obama. Oh, you are so funny, sir.
Thank you, Karen. Next question.
Mr. President.
Yes, you right there. That man, right? Yes.
Thank you, sir. Emmett Manning, New York Newsday. Sir, the New York Times has reported that you have kept a secret Chinese bank account and that there was a $17.5 million infusion, larger by far than any before, just after you were sworn in. Soon thereafter, a cash withdrawal of $15.1 million for you. Is that true?
Fake news. Hunter Biden, Burisma. I do not have an account in China. Next question. Hunter Biden, next question.
Mr. President.
Yes, you right there. Yes, you.
Mr. President.
Karen Von Carlson again. Wouldn't this be a good time for a knock-knock joke, sir? Something like, knock, knock, who's there? Wing ho. Wing ho who? Wing ho. That's not my Chinese bank account.
Thank you, Karen. Not now, I think. Next question.
Okay.
Mr. President.
Right there. That guy right there. Yes, you.
Mr. President, Hutch Winterborn, CNN. When trying to attract voters in Erie, Pennsylvania, you told them you don't want to be there. Are you even trying to win?
Erie knows it sucks. I'm the best things that ever happened to Erie, Pennsylvania. Do you see all of those people who came to see moi? And we didn't pay them all, you know. I couldn't pay them all. I'm so in debt. The fees when you're overdrawn at the Chinese bank, my God. I need the votes of the sucky Erie voters, so I gave them a thrill. And now they can go back to their dreary Erie lives. I'm proud to be an American. Next question.
Mr. President.
Yes, right there. Yes, Tony.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tony Romo again with ABC News. You have said that members of the press are criminal for not covering the story of Joe Biden's criminality. What criminality?
Hunter Biden, the wife of the mayor of Moscow, Burisma, all of that money. Hunter Biden, everyone knows, you know it, I know it. People are saying, next criminal.
Mr. President.
Yes, you right there. Yes, you.
Thank you, sir. Emmett Manning again, New York Newsday. Sir, Director of National Intelligence John Ratcliffe said in a press conference that Iran and Russia have obtained voter information that can be used to attempt to communicate false information. He said that Iran had sent spoofed emails to damage President Trump. Do you really think either country could think up anything to damage you that you haven't already done?
There is a rich tradition of storytelling in Iran and Russia. I believe they could.
Sir, Putin both influenced the 2016 election on your behalf and has been clear that he supports you for president. Remember when you sat on stage with him at a press conference and a reporter asked if you had confronted Putin about influencing American elections, and you and Putin laughed at your facetious answer? Why would Putin, your staunch supporter, be trying to damage you?
Vlad can be so impetuous. He is strongly and powerful. Have you seen the pictures of him on the horse with no shirt?
Mr. President?
Hunter Biden!
Mr. President.
Hunter Biden!
I'm sorry, sir. We were talking about Putin. Sir, are you chewing on your hand?
My watch band broke. Next criminal! Next criminal!
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Gracias, Mr. President. Antonio Montoya with Telemundo again. At your rally in Gastonia, North Carolina, you said that Laura and Eric had a beautiful granddaughter for you and that they named her Carolina. Do you really believe, sir, that your granddaughter being named Carolina is a reason for North Carolinians to vote for you, or that your son and daughter-in-law procreated for you?
Is my granddaughter's name a good reason for North Carolinians to vote for moi? It may be the only reason. They are pregnant again, you know. We will soon be welcoming my beautiful new granddaughter, Pennsylvania. I'm so happy. In fact, Don Jr. was not careful with a whore, and very soon his twin girls, Wisconsin and Minnesota, will be on the campaign trail with us. Next criminal, next criminal.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Yes, you right there, you.
Mr. President.
Yes.
President. Thank you, Mr. President. Hutch Winterborn from CNN again. You're reportedly up to 60 lies per day now, sir. Is that part of a plan or just a stress response?
What is all this talk about stress? I am not stressed out. Hunter Biden, Burisma, Joe Biden, lots of money.
Are you hissing, sir?
No, I'm not hissing.
But you told the Gastonia crowd that Barron recovered from COVID-19 in 12 seconds. You said that the photos of the crowd at your inauguration were taken 5 or 6 hours early, but that when you were speaking, it was packed. These are lies, sir. You said that a really dynamic leader of another country called you and said of Joe Biden, I don't want to deal with him. He'll always be sleeping. So let's just take that. What foreign leader said that?
A very important leader of a very important country. Biglandia. President Dynamique from Biglandia. He was elected in a landslide. He is very bigly and he very strongly supports moi. Next criminal. Next criminal.
Mr.
President. Mr. President.
Yes, you right there. Yes, right there. Yes, you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tony Romo again with ABC News. Mr. President, all of the lock her up and lock him up chants that you encourage and appear to be amused by at your rallies have given, at best, tacit approval for kidnapping plots against your perceived rivals. What do you have to say to these kidnappers?
Kidnappers, when you make your ransom notes, do not cut the letters from the New York Times. They don't deserve one more sale. And no matter what newspaper or magazine you use, don't ever cut my picture. Bring it to moi and I will autograph it for you. Next criminal, next criminal.
Mr. President.
It's right here. Yes, you.
Mr. President.
Follow-up.
Oh, Karen von Carlson, could you autograph my picture of you, sir? I found it while I was cutting out the letters for Savannah. It takes so long to cut out all of those letters. Sir, do you think I should just put that on a hold and start working on my Christian Welker notes?
Hunter Biden, Barry Smuts, the mayor of Moscow's wife, wrecked him. It practically killed him. This press conference is over.
This has been a live broadcast of French Trump's weekly press conference.
Starburns Audio, a podcast network.